Hi guys, welcome to the mix. It is another actual weekly roundup. So I'm following these ones in quick succession, but I'm still barely keeping up with the amount of new stuff we've had in the mix at the moment. As you can see, it's been, there's a lot of stuff's come in this week, but it's been mainly a snacky week. And next week is looking like more of a supplementy week. So we've got a few things arriving there, more on the supplement side of things. And yeah, there's a few snacks as well, a couple of very different, well, one in particular that's very different. But yeah, today I've got a load of snack bits for you. Yeah, why is it so busy? It's the sort of question I've been asking, but I think probably it's something to do with the fact that a lot of companies, particularly in the sports nutrition industry, probably lots of companies industries don't release that much in the height of summer. Probably because people aren't spending that much. They've got holidays to pay for. They've got better things to be doing perhaps. But obviously we're coming up towards, as I've said before, yes, Black Friday's on the horizon, but kind of Christmas and stuff. So there's a few months now. It's a good spending time, and I guess brands capitalise by getting as much new stuff out as possible. So that's what we're seeing. Why is it coming October rather than September? Because we've got everything landing all at once. Maybe because some of it's imports and it takes a little while to actually do the import here, the paperwork, the customs, etc. So I think, yeah, everything's snowballing all at once. So it's all great for us. Lots of late nights, lots of posts to do, lots of stuff on Instagram, elsewhere, and indeed on here, lots of new listings on the website, but tons of things to tempt you guys with. So hopefully we'll be seeing loads of you over the next few weeks, couple of months, as we do some cool bits and pieces leading up to, yeah, dreaded Black Friday. Where to start? So I've done a couple of, you might have seen actually on the Instagram, so if you don't follow us on Instagram, jump over there. That's where we put the newest stuff first, so it tends to be the best way to keep up with what we've actually got coming in here. Certainly the story as well, so we try and plow as much up. Never as much as we could do, but it really should be on agenda to do it. Also, I'm not timing this, and I probably should be. Let's do that. Let's try and keep it a little bit shorter. So yeah, Instagram, you might have seen the quest I did, and I did a little video with it as well. So if you do that swiping thing, I always knew you could do that, but I'm thinking, oh, maybe I can do some cool stuff with it. And it's a fantastic medium there because it makes me keep it to 60 seconds. So if you want a little bit more of a visual experience, a little bit of me talking at you a little bit more dynamically, then yeah, that might actually work out well. I will see if we keep it going, but I did mention in these videos I was looking at ways to make these things a little bit snappier rather than the 30-minute, 50-minute, 60-minute epics that, well, I'm in the middle of firing at you, but these kind of things that are going on YouTube, smaller, snappier ones. I do wonder if 60 seconds is too tight because it's taken me quite a while to actually try and say what I want to say in that time and make it sort of interesting for you guys. But yeah, work in progress. We're getting there, hopefully. But yeah, first off the quest, I did that in the last video, and I did the Instagram post with the little snippet there. We're calling them snack shots, so it's a 60-second limit. And we got a supplement format as well, so we'll try one of those, maybe with the NutriBio, which is doing great actually. So need to reorder that. So we haven't even done the proper launch on that. We haven't had nearly the time, but a lot of you guys have been enjoying the pre, particularly the Alpha EAA. I think that might be the very last tub we have in the building at the moment. It's a sort of nootropic amino. So yeah, lots of cool stuff from them, and we've got a broader range coming. But yeah, as I said, next week's more sup stuff. I'll just get straight on with this. Yeah, the second Instagram post, this is the whole diversion I just went on about there, is S'mores, the outright bar. So that finally came in, and we got to a proper walkthrough of it over there. We'll lead in with this because I've started talking about it. Right, there's two flavors we just got: S'mores, which is a peanut butter based outright bar, and Oatmeal Raisin Almond Butter. So we already had an Oatmeal Raisin Peanut Butter. That was one of the first two flavors Marc launched. Now we've got it with the almond butter base. So if you like the almond butter choc chip, which is this dark blue one, you've now got the almond butter oatmeal raisin, which is this light blue one. So yeah, sexy packaging again, only getting better and better on these things. That's a very nice bar. I love almond butter. I probably prefer peanut butter aggregated out, but yeah, almond butter, some people are really devoted to those. So we see lots of big orders just for that almond flavor. Marc's catering to those guys a little bit, and we're seeing the almond ones come through. Almond butter works particularly well. I mean, I like the choc chips, I'm not gonna lie, but it does work really well with the oatmeal raisin because it's I don't know, I guess it goes better with cinnamon. I've always found that the texture of the almond butter, the general taste of the almond butter, maybe the marzipan-y type thing, don't know, probably just a weird one for me, a very subjective one, but I find the almond butter and the sort of cinnamon that's going on in this traditional oatmeal raisin kind of cookie flavour works really well. It basically tastes like the choc chip, but you've got kind of chewy real raisins instead of semi-sweet chocolate chips as you get in that. But if you're an almond butter fanatic, that's the one for you. I'm not going to show it to you because texture-wise, it is a tiny bit boring. And the main event is definitely Marc's smash sellout flavour, the s'mores here. S'mores Peanut Butter Outright Bars. Yeah, so as my little video whip through took you through on these ones, this is probably his most indulgent over-the-top flavour yet. It's got the broadest range of inclusions, which is great fun. I mean, they all taste very peanut buttery, very indulgent, very sweet thanks to the honey. So there's all the good stuff you get here, the healthy fats, the low GI carbs. There's no excessive amounts of glycerin or wacky IMO-style fibres that you get in so many of the other bars. And I think even with the marshmallows, this is veggie friendly. Obviously, the entire rest of the outright ranges, and we usually talk about that, but the marshmallows look to be vegetarian marshmallows, so you're good with that. There's no gelatin in sight here. And just do bear in mind, they're not gluten-free, though. I might as well say that now before I get to the fun stuff. If that matters to any of you, all the others are gluten-free or no gluten-containing ingredients. These ones actually have biscuity chunks in it, so real graham cracker chunks. And that has got some wheat in it. There you go. So, okay. I'm going about this the wrong way. I should have probably ended with that. But yeah, s'mores. A load of you guys now, if you follow sort of US products, we see s'mores flavour quite often. It's not something quite so traditional as an indulgent sort of guilty pleasure thing over in the UK. Like we're quite familiar with toasting marshmallows. In America, they toast the marshmallows, but then they tend to sandwich them between graham cracker biscuits. So graham cracker biscuits, we don't get this, and in fact it's written Graham. So when you see it, it looks like the name Graham, but they pronounce it Graham, and it's kind of, I think, digestive. So if you imagine it's not that sweet. It is quite close to a digestive, actually. I mean, it's sweet, but not super sweet. But anyway, basically a plain cracker with some kind of buttery sweetness going on, with the melted marshmallow in the middle, which is a good idea because you don't burn your lips. Well, you will burn your lips, but you don't burn your fingers like you might do taking a marshmallow off a stick if you've toasted it in the just the marshmallow way. You sandwich it in there with chocolate as well. It obviously all melts together. It's biscuity, it's chocolatey, it's marshmallowy, it's mad. But yeah, that's the s'mores experience wedged all in there. Marc has done a fantastic job of condensing that with all the intrinsic ingredients into a bar, and I'm just going to show you that before I bore you to death. Even more. Right, so there you go. I will bring it in. I was desperate to eat one of these actually, so I've waited for the video to enjoy this because we haven't got much stock, so I'm having to stop myself at the moment. We did try and order more, but the suppliers didn't get enough in. The demand, even in the UK, was so great that yeah, I couldn't even get half the order I wanted, and we pretty much nearly sold out. But we have got more coming. Anyway, there you go. Outright s'mores. Thank you, Marc. Lobliner. There you go. Outright delicious is definitely true with this one. It's the same peanut butter base as you're used to. With the outright bar, the same real food ingredients, wholesome, whole foody type stuff. 15 grams of protein. Yeah, it's a very dense thing. I mean, you know, they don't look that big, but they are 60 grams, so about the same as your, you know, common or garden protein bar you get from all your regular manufacturers. There you go. There you go. A little melted chocolate underneath there, and just looks very, very decadent. I'll break this open for you. There you go. Look at that. So you've got, let's get a full sandwich going on. That's kind of like an Oreo, actually. Okay, I could have split it down the middle, but you can see you've got gooey chocolate chips, you've got real little fluffy marshmallows, and not quite so obvious, but you've got graham cracker chunks in there as well, little biscuity hits. So, yeah. How's the close-up looking? That's looking just fine, I think. I'm going to eat that when I go back. Ah! Sorry for the squawk, I just trod on the microphone. Hopefully that's still working. Oh, yeah, love this, love this. It just is outright delicious. I mean, it's a bit unfair because Marc it is a higher calorie bar. So this one's actually 270, I think. So it's a little bit down. Some of the others hit like 290. So this is a 270, 12 grams of fat, 27 grams of carbs, 19 grams of sugar. See, it is high sugar, but bear in mind this is from honey. So it's a good energy-sustaining, low GI carbohydrate-like energy source there. So it's you know, it's about as justifiable as it can get in something like this, but it provides so much of that wonderful, warming, hearty sweetness to all of Marc's bars. And interestingly, I should really savor this. It is one of those bars that, as I say, it doesn't look that big, but it's very filling because of the sort of the oats, the peanut butter, and everything in there. And it's so rich. It's so it is a wonderful departure from so many of the other protein bars we have. Which, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love. I'm going to take you through the gingerbread carb killer here in a sec, but whilst I might eat, I don't know, 3 of these a day, it's kind of one here that I savor. It's a lot closer to an actual dessert. It's somewhere between, I don't know, a peanut butter and flapjack wedged together with extra sweetness. It is wonderful. But here, with the marshmallows, you see the white flecks I showed you there. You're seeing the close-up, the chocolate chips, everything else going on, and yes, the real biscuity bits and pieces. I'll just bring it in just to prove that I'm not lying about those. There you go. You can see biscuit there, like graham cracker crunch there. You got your marshmallows. It's just a fun bar to show about. We were waiting ages for this one. When it came out in the States, sold out instantly. The next batch sold out instantly. It's taken a long time for Marc to be able to actually share some of these internationally or anywhere else. So yeah, we're lucky to get even what we did get. But yeah, this is a must-try from us. If you haven't tried the outright bars yet, and you want the full-bore, full indulgent experience, you prefer that side of it, S'mores is the one. If you just want to start with something that kind of focuses on the cleanest ingredients, actually this is a good option. As I say, I'm not going to show you this one, but Marc has described this as his most natty bar to date. So like the original peanut butter choc chip, that only had like 6 or 7 ingredients. This is the same thing. I think it's 6 ingredients for this, which is fantastic. Almond butter, almonds and salt, honey, whey protein isolate, and that's probably the MTS stuff, rolled oats, raisins, cinnamon, and natural vanilla flavoring. That's it. So yeah, you can't really fuss with that one at all. Very, very clean, and I think easily worth the calories. Anyway, so 15 grams of protein for each one of these things. It is one hell of a treat. You feel fine on doing it. It won't do any weird bloating thing, won't react with your stomach at all because it hasn't got any of those IMO glycerin type things. So yeah, Marc is making a really big splash with these bars. And even at the beginning, we thought it'd be a great one to have, and we had the relationship with MTS. But I don't think we thought they would ever get as big as they have done. But yeah, the uptake on these things has been fantastic. And the coolest one is on the horizon. We've got vegan bars. So again, we do loads of vegan snacks here in the mix, and we always struggle to find ones that genuinely taste pretty good. And the one thing we can be sure of is that Marc's vegan bars, I think it's got a couple of flavors quite close, are going to taste really good. So yeah, I mean, yeah, the plant-based market, they tend to be a little bit more forgiving about sugars anyway, because they're used to bars rammed full of dates and stuff like that. So we tend to get away with slightly higher calorie things. So if you take that in mind, and the fact it might actually taste really good, you wouldn't know it's vegan, that kind of experience, that's what Marc's telling me it's like, then we could be onto a real winner with this and a really growing family. So we've got like 7 flavors now? I think he's up to. The almond butter ones too, and then the vegan thing's coming up. I think he's got more flavors this planned as well. I would personally love to see a straight up cinnamon snickerdoodly type one. So obviously there's good cinnamon in the oatmeal bars, but yeah, I'd love a full on cinnamon roll type thing. So that's amazing. Speaking of cinnamon roll, actually, we have got Marc's cinnamon roll MTS machine whey should be coming in the reload in a couple of weeks' time. So yeah, very excited for that one. It's quite a nice seasonally Christmassy one. And actually, that was an inadvertent segue, as it were, segue over to something Christmassy. So we'll jump here as the other main event. The Grenade Carb Killa Gingerbread Bar. Woo! Now, a lot of you have probably seen this, tried this. As far as I can tell, it's unchanged from last year. Last year, Christmas 2018, out of nowhere, Grenade launched this flavour with Marks and Spencer's. So I think I did a video at the time. It'll be on YouTube if you go back. But we never got to stock this one, so little bit of frustration there. We tried our very best, but they just wouldn't let us do it. And indeed, they didn't open it up to wholesale. They didn't open it up to the sports nutrition market, really, to specialist retail. It only went to Marks and Spencer's. So really good kudos on those. I think there's a sort of charity angle on it as well for shelter and things. But unexpected launch from them, and to do it with Marks and Spencer's, one of the most kind of old school institutional, well, department stores, but like food outlets and stuff in the country. Yeah, that was a great one for Grenade, but obviously they're still killing it, so we all know that. But the bar this year, they've decided to let everyone share, and it came in, yeah, by surprise we got the announcement they were up for grabs, so we've got a whole load of them. As far as I understand it, it's a one-hit thing. They did one run, but yeah, you'll see a lot of stores with them, and we've got enough to last us, hopefully, until Christmas, because yeah, we don't want to sell out in the middle of November on these. Yeah, anyway, very, very cute labels, all the rest. Gingerbread. Not a lot of gingerbread bars on the market. We've done some like Swolesome ones in the past, so like small scale, the handmade things we have, but actually manufactured and put out there, very, very few gingerbready type snacks. And yeah, they usually only come around this time of year. Personally, I'd probably have gingerbread all year round, but for now, we just have to put up with it seasonally. Yes, so loads of these. I will open it because it's a delicious bar and you love seeing things on here. I know you do. I guess it's even, you know, a brief respite, a few seconds where I'm not just talking. So, without more ado, I'll bring this straight in. As I say, a lot of you have probably tried this. We did a little promo on it ourselves. We did a couple of giveaway boxes, some freebies in orders. So you might have got to try it from us. But otherwise, I'm quite sure you made a beeline for Marks & Spencer's, as indeed we did, and kept buying them after everyone else had run out, because they're that nice. So you've got your usual carb killer, come on, your usual carb killer sort of form factor in terms of, you know, size, density, width, whatever. Milk chocolate coating, quite a creamy one on this one, with a white chocolate drizzle. Now, for some reason, Grenade haven't done this. Come on, silly focus. Grenade haven't done this on any of their other bars, and yeah, I don't understand why not, because it's a lovely little touch that, you know, boosts those important hashtag aesthetics, and yeah, it does add something to the flavour of this one. So yeah, milk chocolate outer, you can obviously see the crunchies at play there. Oh, I hate this thing. Crunchies at play, the drizzle is by hand. Very aggressive bite. Okay, so not a huge amount to show, not quite as exciting inside as Marc's S'mores bar, but you've got the usual carb killer base. So slightly firmer base on these, then the caramel layer. The whole thing seems to be infused with sweet ginger. It's warming, it's spiced, it's everything you'd want it to be honest. They nailed it. Milk chocolate coating, yes, protein crunchies on top as well. You can see the nobbles there. So there's a good mixed texture. Then the drizzle. It's everything we like to see in a bar. It's one of the best carb killers. I really wish they just kept it on, but I understand why they don't. It's a good feature this time of year, and they're probably right. It wouldn't be a bestseller all year round, so then why keep it going? Yeah. Really nice. I get a sort of hot cross bun thing going on. You know, it's chocolate hot cross buns that come out around Easter time, and you get like the toffee ones. And again, Marks & Spencer's do a lot of really cool ones, actually. It's sort of like that. Maybe there's a hint of nutmeg and you know, other spice in there too. It's just really nicely done. I'm not going to brave any more than that. Did I actually show you the wrapper? I probably did quickly, but... Tee-hee. And look at that little guy on the back there. Yeah, lots of you, I shouldn't dwell, because lots of you have probably had this one before. It's as good as it was last year. It's available right now in our fully loaded bundle. So yeah, pick and mix that. There's no limits on the bar, so you can buy loads of them, because I went absolutely mental, and I bought loads and loads of them, so we should have stock for a little bit, but they are going out very, very quickly as well. It's just a shame because we're so far away from Christmas, but you sort of have to do the run and get them out now to have a decent run at them. It's not like we can release them on the 24th and then you've got them for Christmas and it seems super suitable. And Christmas does seem to get earlier and earlier every year. We're at 16 minutes. It's probably longer than that, actually. So yeah, they're in the mix now. I'm not in Christmas frame of mind yet. Slightly getting towards Halloween frame of mind, but yeah, we had to get this one in and up as soon as possible. So yeah, in the mix now, and we're promoting it with a site-wide banner at the moment, all that jazz. Sour gummy worms, always my favourite. Oh, that and the strawberry colada, actually. Yeah. Okay. 2 outright bars. Gingerbread Carb Killa. Oh yeah, the other thing I meant to show you guys, and I'm not sure I've got one handy because we didn't know what to make of it. You know what, I haven't. You've probably seen this. Basically, they teased like heat, like fire, like red, like spice on the Instagram, and we were like, oh, that's it, the gingerbread's coming back, fantastic. But they ended up launching a Peri Peri Go Nuts bar. So this is their vegan bar. It's not a great take on a vegan bar. The protein's quite low on it. It's kind of like a Kind bar, but with a little bit of extra protein. I mean, Kind bar have done a protein bar, and even that's, you know, closer to a protein bar. It's more substantial in size and stature, and it's got 12 grams of protein in. I think there's like 10 or like 9, 10, 11 grams of protein. Small bar. It's just like a mini nut bar with like a chewy protein bar, savory vegan base on it. And if I'm making that sound a little bit crap, I'm probably not too far wider than Mark. I mean, you buy one of these, you'll eat it, and you'll think, oh, that was okay. But to me, I'm sorry, it's always seemed like a strange product for Grenade to make. And it's not like it's that hard to make a decent vegan bar now. Like, even recently, we've seen from My Protein, the Carb Crusher, the vegan bars. That's fantastic. That's almost indistinguishable from, I don't know, a Battle Bite or a Bear Bells bar, or indeed some of Grenade's own bars, but vegan and with great nutritionals and solid protein counts. They've nailed that, and low sugar. And what else have we seen? Like Oatmeal, even last week or the week before when I did the vegan friendly squares, a couple of flavors there. You wouldn't know it's vegan. There was no weird savory taste to it. Just as sweet and wonderful as the regular dairy versions, and low sugar, and higher protein than Grenade's nut bar there. And what other good vegan ones have we had? Well, we've had applied squares too. Oh yeah, the PhD ones. Oh no, the problem is all our vegan stuff's on the other side of the shop there. The Smart Plant Bars. Again, Grenade could have done that. Good protein count, good low sugar thing, very substantial. Okay, they are different than the PhD Smart Crunch bars, but yeah, I don't know. It's just we discuss it here on the team, and it just seems strange they've gone for essentially, like a nutty snack bar, but they had Killa on it at first. I think they've now taken out the Killa range. They've lost Killa from the name. It's just the Go Nuts bar. So when you look at it like that, I guess it's not so weird. It's a nice 11s sort of snack. But anyway, I guess points for effort, because the Peri Peri, that's brave of them. Savory bars have never done well. I have stocked some in the past before, like Oatmega and things. Don't sell at all. People try them for novelty and then don't rebuy. So the fact they've gone for a spiced one, it's nice they're sort of bucking the trend and trying something different. And it's not unpleasant. It's kind of like Bombay Mix, or kind of like spiced nuts, again, you might get at Christmas. So I personally quite like them. I just don't expect it in a bar format, and the base on it is a little bit peculiar versus the nuts. So I'm not going to open it. I've even got it to show you because I'm that unprofessional. But I did, yeah, it's just, basically, after it turned out to be that bar, we got it in the mix. We're not going to make a song and dance about it. It's never going to be a big thing for us. We like to make certain things available to you guys, so we might as well have put it in there. But you won't see us making a big song and dance. It's just frankly not worth it, given the strength of even Grenade's other offerings, and particularly right now the gingerbread. So then, when they did the fire thing and they came out with that, we were like, oh, maybe it's not coming out. And then out of nowhere, they dropped the bombshell there. So, woo, thank you, Grenade. So yeah, much love for the guys. They've just hooked us up with some new display stands, actually, Rob over there, so that's very nice of him. But yeah, the gingerbread, fantastic as ever. And if you're going to try a new Grenade thing, try this one. Over and above the Peri Peri Go Nuts bar. That's a real kind of out of left field option that, hey, maybe you'll love. A couple of guys on the team thought it was pretty good, but yeah, not necessarily one for me. We've got another out of left field option here, so I'm going to jump over from Grenade to USN. Now, as I've said before, USN, not a company we do much with, certainly on the supplement front, but they keep impressing us with their snacks. We love their Trust Crunch bars. That's these things over here. We got the new triple chocolate one recently that is absolutely killing it. We're flying through these. And that's a mega kind of low sugar, high, like extra caramel sort of job. Very nice. A little bit different from kind of the Fulfill and the Bear Bells and everything else we've got going on because of that extra caramel and the good variety of crunch. And it's a lovely bar. It's a lovely thing. Anyway, USN, they've got lovely, I like what their design is doing, to be fair. I mean, lovely branding on these, but we've got a Trust, not Crunch bar, but a Trust protein-filled cookie, or filled protein cookie. And as the name would imply, they've taken a cookie, and it's a reasonably soft, quite sweet, like quite a decent protein cookie as far as they go. Even if they hadn't filled it, I'd think, yeah, it's a decent offering. And they filled the damn thing. So we've got a birthday cake, and we've got down here as well, cookies and cream. Cookies and cream, not my favourite. I'm going to lead in with the birthday cake, and I'm going to show you this one as well. It's got a wonderful jammy, fruity filling. Yeah, I mean, it's occasionally this comes around and I say, basically with the pick and mix, I'd love to be able to do products, but I haven't got the money, the scale, you have to do huge minimum order quantities, and we're just not quite there yet, but I'd love to one day. Well, I mean, we can do the small handmade things with Maddie and Swolesome and stuff like that, but it's very hard to do a scale like this where you do a big full release product, but who knows, yeah, one day. Anyway, if I were to do a cookie, I'd probably shoot for something kind of like this. So, yeah, this is why I'm actually quite fond of it. It's very sweet. I'll say that right away. Very, very sweet. So for me, and I love sweet things, this is kind of at the limit of sweetness. So some people might find this too sweet. I'll put that caveat in right away. But yeah, birthday cake, Trust Crunch protein cookie. And it's got sprinkles. Of course it's got sprinkles. Yeah, how's that looking? Come on. Okay, I'm going to try and do some gymnastics here to actually show you the inside of it. I mean, you see what I mean about the packaging and branding? It's just nicely done with the font and the colours, and it just looks tasty. You just want to bite into it. Okay, so what I want to try and show you is the sheer amount of goo in this thing. See, look, it's already looking jammy. So we're going to do this. Oh, no. Okay, let's try that. How did that look? Ooh, it's like purple slime. Yeah, okay. Making a mess. Lovely. It's very, very soft, though, like a soft bake thing. It's soft like a soft bake thing. Thanks for the insight there, Ant. Yeah, all crumbling and falling apart. I mean, it's great fun. I mean, that looks very appetizing to me. Okay, I'd rather have maybe a bright pink goo rather than a murky purple one. But it implies it's fruity, and you can see the sprinkles and the soft cakiness of the thing. I can press it and just squish it with my fingers. Okay. Ridiculous. Okay. Greedily biting the whole thing. It's like a filled cake. It's kind of like a jam tart. What do you call them? Is it a jam tart? Sorry, I'm thinking about. I haven't had one in years, but you get the sort of pie crust base with fruit in it. I swear there's a name for it. My mind's just gone totally blank. Must be my old age. Yeah, I mean, it's falling apart now. But, lovely fruity filling. I get raspberry, kind of blackcurrant hint as well. It's more on raspberry than anything else. So you've got like a raspberry jam tart filled thing, soft protein cookie. The cookie itself is just vanilla-y, so it's as you'd expect with birthday cake. And it's got kind of crunchy sprinkles. So there is a texture, there's a bite that comes with that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yes! So, the other amazing thing, aside from how this looks, and there's only, the only other company we've seen doing filled cookies at this scale, certainly, this epic, actually within the cookie, rather than, let's say, sandwich like in the Phenofex oatmeal protein pies, is My Protein. They've got a range of filled cookies. I've tried theirs. Maybe it's even the same manufacturer, but it doesn't look nearly this cute. And the chocolate one they do, it's just a heavy chocolatey thing. It's nice, it's fun. It's just a bit uninspiring. I much prefer the birthday cake thing going on. And the cookies and cream, I won't show you that one. It's a deep, rich chocolate with a oozy white cream filling. The thing is, it's not unpleasant tasting. It is like your average cookies and cream protein shake type thing, but it's very, very sweet and probably a degree more artificial tasting than the birthday cake one they've got here. I mean, this is clearly just a sticky kind of gooey protein jam thing, but that one is, but it does taste like jam. The flavor's more bang on. Where can I put this? Let's put it in the RX bars. That's very suitable. The cookies and cream, it's not bad. This is my favourite. The cookies and cream probably makes it even sweeter and even less natural, if you see what I mean. So it wouldn't be my bet. If you're going to try one of them, start with that. If you like ridiculously sweet stuff, try the cookies and cream one as well. But yeah, all quite different, all quite fun. And the really interesting thing is, for a protein cookie, not only is it's got all that wackiness going on, so even without looking at the numbers, the nutritionals, the macros, I would tell you guys, damn, you need to try this. It's actually got incredible nutritionals. It's got 20 grams of protein, which for a cookie, a 75-gram cookie, is fantastic. I mean, 113 gram Lenny and Larry's is only 16. So you've got a full 20 there. And it's got only 1 gram of sugar. So Again, that's pretty cool for a cookie. Comparing to Lenny and Larry's, it's probably not the best example because they're they don't really pitch themselves as like a diety, low calorie kind of it's almost like a meal replacement cookie. The Lenny and Larry's always has been. Although we did just try a keto cookie from them, which is only like 1 gram or 2 of sugar and like 15 grams of carbs. So yeah, we'll look out for those soon. I mean, keto is not really something we go mad on, but they have, Lenny and Larry's have new like filled Oreos, like vegan-y ones. Well, Oreos are vegan, but they've got the Lenny and Larry's protein versions of like Oreo sandwich things, and they've got keto cookies. So they will be coming, but just in a month's time, let's say. They're not here yet. So yeah, 1.1 grams of sugar. They are vegetarian as well, so it's nothing. That's not like jelly. It's not actual gelatin inside, and 20 grams of protein. So great nutritionally too, and the whole cookie lands at 255 calories. So still less than one of Marc's outright bars. You get a stupidly mad over-the-top filled cookie. So yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Even on the numbers, that makes it kind of justifiable, and it's a hell of a treat. So if you're looking for something post-compy and everything, that's great actually. So yeah, 2 cookies, gingerbread carb killer, s'mores outright bars. We're at nearly 30 minutes, the usual length. So that's about it for new stuff this week that we can actually talk about now. I tore these off to say. All right, awesome. Yes, I love those. Okay, there's new stuff coming up. The other thing I want to mention briefly, and this is part of the reason I am chugging the energy drink, is, wait for it, folks, wait for it, this! So, some of you may have guessed, I know a couple of you did, I know Ravi got it, a couple of you may have guessed, we have hooked up with Maxx Chewning, who you may know through promoting, through doing his ambassador work, working with Ghost, and you may know through his clothing brand Ever Forward, and he's a buddy of Christian Guzman. So again, if you know 3D Energy, you might know this. So they all the whole sort of set of them. They all know each other and stuff. All make some very cool products. He's released candy, so he's been teasing this as Project XX for a bit, and I will take you through it in more detail. I mean, it's just awesome sour candy. If you want some sour candy that doesn't suck, this is it. So it's his SourStrips, and the company name's Actual Candy. And yeah, I'll go over it for what it's worth in more detail, hopefully next week. But the fact is, let's hide this for now before I get mugged. The fact is, I should say we've got 3 flavors: strawberry, blue raspberry, rainbow, all delicious, all extra sour, all what you'd expect. And they all look absolutely gorgeous as well. So lovely, lovely branding. We got them in back end of last week after a couple of weeks waiting for them with customs and with the carriers and things. Got them in, and we got the post ready. We got them up on site, and we didn't even do the proper one, so we did the story. Max actually shared the story. We were almost unprepared. He put it up on his own account, so 300,000 followers, and the SourStrips were on at the same time, and this was 10 o'clock in the evening, and yeah, totally sort of, we weren't really ready for it, but the huge flood of orders, it turns out UK folks are just as crazy about sour candy as guys over in the US. So if any of you bought some, if any of you were lucky enough to snag some watching this, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it. I mean, please give Max a shout and tell him you managed to get hold of some and how awesome it is. We're working on getting more in stat, basically. So we have a couple of packs left there. They're kind of buffers in case any orders have gone wrong, but that's it. The stock did just absolutely disappear. We didn't even have a chance to really pull any off, and I've only tried the strawberry myself. How pathetic is that? So we've got to save those ones there, but I mean, we jumped into this bag. I didn't get a chance to go on the others. Strawberry's really nice, I can tell you that much. But yeah, candy strippy belt things. We'll go through it in more detail when we actually have the stock. But it went up and it went straight out the door the next day. So we had 150 orders just to ship on that stuff alone on the Friday, and it just completely cleared us out. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. If you want to try this, and I'm sure you do, if you jump on site, you can register for stock notifications in the usual fashion against any of the flavors. Just look up Actual Candy or even Maxx Chewning or SourStrips. It should come up in the search engine. And there's a bundle on there as well, so you can mix and match across the 3 flavors. I think Maxx has some more coming, but for now it's just 3 flavors. And you can, if you want to do one of each, that's what pretty much everyone did. then there you go. You get a slightly better price on it. I mean, it's expensive stuff, but it is great candy, and we're doing our best to get it over from the States. It's not the easiest thing to import because it's not exactly a high margin product, but I told Max, look, we just have to have this stuff because we are part sweet shop, right? So it was a total no-brainer to bring it in, and we love to support what he's doing over there, and it does look fantastic. So yeah, if you missed out, I'm sorry. I know a load of you missed out, but we'll do a better job. We've got a much bigger shipment. Max is restocking in the States this coming week, so we're going to get in on that. We've got loads of that. We're going to fly in a much bigger one to hopefully cover some of the demand, and obviously in the run up to Halloween as well, it's a good time for candy. So yeah, that's the I can't do the proper introduction now, you know, save for that. But it came in, went straight back out before we could do anything else with it, and yeah, it was a fun Friday, I'll tell you that much. So if you've got some, enjoy. Okay, what else? Next week, we've still got loads of new stuff coming. We've got the, hopefully the limited edition blueberry flavour of the nano protein pancakes. They'll filled pancakes there, along the lines of the filled cookies, but a pancake, like a Scotch pancake. Yeah, there was a chance it was going to show up this week. It didn't. It will be showing up, I think, in the week ahead. We've also got filled toaster pastries. So essentially Pop-Tarts called Smart Tarts. They should be coming early next week as well, so look out for those. The next video, we got cinnamon flavour, we got strawberry, I think there's a blueberry as well. They're absolutely fantastic, good fun. Yes, you can actually toast them too. Really amazing snacks. We have got a restock at long last of PES, so PE Science. Yeah, we've been quiet on this one, but stock's been a little bit hard to come by of late. We have got all flavours coming back, including Cake Pop here. That's the big smash, and Snickerdoodle, our all-time long-standing bestseller. We'll be getting that back in the £2 tubs. I think we've got the £4 tubs. We just don't have the smaller bag or the big popular £2 tubs. And £2 tubs of this coming back in the Choc PV cups. Yeah, like, grab it while you can, guys, because it's getting trickier and trickier to get it. But we finally got this coming. Hopefully midweek it'll turn up, so get on the notifications if you're watching that and you want to get in on it. Also, restock-wise, we've got all flavours of big, badass Patriots Way coming back in. So yeah, the most American shake we've got. We have got a few flavours on site now. But we've got brand new Independence Cake coming. So not Cake Pop, Independence Cake. And this is, again, a sort of sweet vanilla-y base, but it's got red, white, and blue sprinkles in it. We've been waiting for it for a very long time, but it should be awesome. And what's even better, getting tired just holding this, get a tub pump. What's even better is Doug has just done £2 tubs. So kind of this size, with, you know, 25 servings, 30 servings, complete with all the cereal madness and everything, but at a more affordable tub size, well, more affordable price point and more approachable tub size. So if you want to try one of these slightly wacky proteins without investing in a full kind of monster beast 5-pounder here, you can do that. So we always do loads better with the £2 tubs, and so we're very excited to have this available. We've got all flavours coming in. I'm going to do the listings on site this weekend. All flavours coming in, except I think Chubby Choco Nuts. That one will follow. So we will have new Independence Cake in the smaller tub size as well. And everyone's favourite, Fortuitous Keepsakes, which is the Lucky Charms with actual Lucky Charms cereal in. So that's coming in. Restock on the Red, White and Boom and everything as well. We'll get more of the NutriBio just to top that one up. Oh, what else? We have got more Ambrosia coming in. We've been hit actually quite hard on some of the planter flavors. Even at the mad price point it's at, the sprinkle cupcake's gone. That's the sprinkle stuffed vegan protein we've got. Nice novelty there. And Nectar's coming back in, and what else? No, that's about it. So we got some of that coming too. We have got, there's some new Oatmeal bars on the horizon. They're called Hype bars. So again, 18 grams of protein, low sugar and veggie friendly in the usual sort of calorie kind of form factor as the main protein bars on the market at the moment. We have got, there's a new Bear Bells bar on the horizon. Not sure I'm supposed to tell you, but I can't divulge too much because they haven't confirmed which flavour it's going to be. But it'll be one of the new ones I think you've seen in Scandinavia. Maybe the lemon, maybe the blueberry, both of them sort of white chocolate coatings. There's a white chocolate strawberry, I think, lurking around somewhere too. Could be that as well. I think it's fruity. That's all I can tell you at this point. That's coming in. That's going to be madness. We haven't had anything new from Bear Bells for a long time, so excited for that. We have got, what else have I left here? I think that's it, actually. I mean, yeah, the SourStrips, though, if everyone's super excited for those, I'm kind of hoping it could be back end of the week ahead. It's probably going to be the week after. So either way, it's fine. We've got, oh, also, we've got a reload coming from Swolesome Foods. And we've got a couple of special Halloween bars. It's not like a full Halloween range as we've had before, but we've done a nod to the best-selling Swolesome Thunder bars we've had in years gone by. So we've got it. Yeah, it's I don't want to spoil the surprise, but it is kind of green and gungy and very sweet. And yeah, I'm sure you'll love it. I think Maddie's got one of her own on site at the moment. You can get it from her. We might get it in a couple of weeks' time, and we're still negotiating with her. But there's a candy bar pie, I think she's called it. It's got M&Ms and pretzels, and yeah, it looks badass. I haven't even tried it yet, but I'm desperate to. And we've got her oatmeal vegan bar as well. That's coming in. That'll be a regular stocked one. Okay, I'll stop there where we are. Way too long, 40 minutes or so. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that, folks. And yeah, I'll hit you up next week with yet more new stuff. And yeah, it's going to be a busy month in general, actually. So brace yourselves. There's so much. There's probably stuff I haven't even factored in. I mean, we've got actually 2 new brands we're looking at in the States that might be coming in imminently that I think you'll love. And there's a restock on True Women bars. We're looking at doing 2. That's the vegan iced bars we do in the cute colours and the mad flavours. I think we've got their red velvet. I think we've got their macchiato. I think we've got their key lime pie one coming in. I mean, the red velvet is probably the main event. But yeah, they'll be on the horizon as well. Oh, I better stop. Yeah, yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, I do so love what we do here, and again, thanks to you guys in well, keeping us so busy and actually buying these stuff off us, so we can actually go out and get more stuff. So yeah, it's cool. Like this is kind of, you know, this is what we do it for. So we're all knackered and we've got box cuts and everything else going on, but yeah, there's so much fun stuff coming out at the moment. So it's gonna be a fantastic end to the year, and I'm sure you guys all have a good one as well. I've got a positive feeling about it, even though it's getting darker outside earlier and all the usual jazz. Anyway, guys, go and have a weekend. I will catch you again next week with a load of new stuff to show you, no doubt, even stuff I'm not even aware of. Yeah, we'll chat again then. Bye for now.